So we was actually on the other side of the street, and we were walking. We had just left Big Easy Daiquiris. As you can see, I don't know why I didn't drop the daiquiri, but I still have the cup in my hand.
Mm.
Um, and you just heard screaming. Like, I can't say that I even heard the truck, but I heard the screams. And as I'm looking, it may sound weird, but I literally don't see the truck. I see lights and I see this lady, and it still really bothers me every day because I literally see her every time I close my eyes. She had a sparkly dress on, like a silver sequin dress on. And when he mashed it and came over the curve, what you guys don't see is he's actually on top of this lady. So as he's spinning, trying to get off the curve, he's literally spinning the dress off this lady. And I I don't hear anything. I see her, and it's like for some reason I dial in on her. I hear her scream, and I hear her scream stop. Well, in the same process, my husband pulls me. We go diagonally back, so we were actually closer than, and he just came around, started fishtailing, and my husband snatches me, and we run back, and we go on the other side, and he shields me for anything that's gonna happen, because like we actually didn't know, excuse me, which way this guy was going to go, because I mean he comes like this, and I'm still seeing this lady. So as he goes by, you feel the air, you hear the tires, and literally I see people going up in the air like this, like literal body going in the air. Then you just hear this boom, you see dust, and now there's bullets flying by us. Because, the police actually was shooting down the street in our direction.
Right.
So as we're running, trying to just get out of the way, there's a guy that also was hit at the same time. I'm assuming when he fishtailed, his rear end maybe hit this guy because his head was just, it was open. It was something I have never ever seen in life before. It just really seemed like a video game, a movie, or something. It did not seem like real life.
Mm.
So as we're running, we cross Canal Street, and there's a guy on the corner, and he looks at us. He said, "Are you guys okay?" He was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" Because he just clearly sees that, we're upset.
Mm.
It was just so many emotions. So we kind of stopped to take a breath because at this time we don't know what's going on.
Right. Of
We
course.
we
Of
don't
course.
know.
Right.
So we're terrified. We're like, maybe someone had a seizure, maybe, then I'm like, well, why the gunshots then? So we're up, and we tell the guy, like, this guy just ran down Bourbon Street. He just rolled over a bunch of people. We don't know what's going on.
Right.
So pretty much everybody that on our walk back to Homewood was like asking us because we looked terrified. And as we were telling them, they was like, "Oh Lord, we're going home. Let me call. Like, let's."
Can,
Everybody just start motioning towards getting
can I
from down there.
can I ask you, Charlene? Do you know that woman that was in the dress that you saw that was struck, and the gentleman that you said had horrible head injuries? Do you know if they survived, or were those some of the victims that
Those were some of the victims.
lost their life? That's horrible. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry to hear that.
I unfortunately I saw. I'm sorry.
Take your time. I know this is very, very difficult, and I'm sorry to have to even ask you
I'm sorry.
details of
It was
this.
just.
No, it's try to write. Take your time. This is not something that any human being should have to witness. This is not something that any human being should have to see. I had to interview people after the October 1 shooting here in Las Vegas. This is never easy to do. At the same time, I want people to understand that it's not just people that lost their life. it's not just people that were injured, it's also people like you that will never forget this day for the rest of their lives as well. And that's why I think it's really important for people like you to tell your stories. And I know it's not easy for you to do. So please take your time and go right ahead. Take your time.
So as we're leaving, we have to step over these people.
Mm,
And I knew she was dead because she was staring straight up. Like, I could see her face. I could see her blue eyes. I could see her white bra and panties that had tire marks on them. Her stomach had tire marks on them. And as we're running across canal, we hear them scream out, "They're dead, they're dead, they're dead."
mm,
And we just kept going. We just kept going until we got to the hotel room. And even the young lady in the lobby, she, you know, could tell that something was wrong, and she consoled us and, sat us down, hugged us. I don't know this lady from nobody, but she just, I needed that hug.